sorry,
Okay, hi, good afternoon. So, I'm Stacy Tan, 3 years MIS, current VP for internals, and I'm running for president as well. So, for my platform, I believe that as a president, one must focus on MISA. And by MISA, I do not mean Management Information Systems Association alone, but these particular aspects. So, member formation, internal dialogue, or transparency, shared learning, collaboration, advocacy reinforcement, and I pertain to MIS attendees. So with member formation, I believe that we should establish a training and development division because one of the things that I've noticed this year as internals VP is that we have a problem with the internals management. Yes, I am the VP of internals for Korea. I have difficulty with that because we do not have an existing TND department. And I've noticed that other orgs have this and that I think we should try to build on this now. Because HRM skills are not limited exclusive to internals officers alone. All officers in the organization have to have HRM skills. And the reason why some projects are not executed as effectively as they could is because they do not have the skills. They are not equipped with it. So with this, I am proposing that we collaborate with COA, with certain organizations like SPAINS or ASLA, DSLE, so that we could create modules for our members to equip them with the proper leadership skills that they need. Because personally, ako, as VP nga, nahirapan po ako with that. Next, I also propose to establish a formal apprenticeship system. Like even years before, this has been proposed as apprenticeship system, but it's never really followed because there has never been actually a proper formal monitoring of what happens with this. For instance, externals, sinabi for instance si Paolo or someone who wants to have a branch maneuver for the next externals VP, pero there's like no one gives a report or status or something. Ano ba nangyayari? Is this particular member growing, learning? Is there like new skills? What is his accomplishments? I think we have to have something like that. For the non-technical, I also believe that we lack team building avenues for our members because, for instance, this year we only had MISA, and that was pretty much it. The MISA Tambay week wasn't executed as well. And that's the reason why our organization isn't working that well because we do not really feel that sense of community. How could you work for the advocacy of an organization if you don't feel that you could relate with the other members? So I think we should start small. We should have small team building activities like sports fest, tambay sessions, IEC team expansions, like some futsal team, because we have a lot of members with different skill sets. And it's really a waste. We could bond them together through those common interests. And it's not really that costly. So simplify your team building activities. Like for instance with MISA, one of the recommendations I received from the EP of this year is that the MISA was really successful. The problem with that is that we spent too much for it, and I guess in a sense it wasn't that practical. Although the members did enjoy, we could have achieved the same output with spending less financial resources. So that's a lesson learned this year. And next, we also need to give members a increased sense of value and capability, give them growth opportunities. So how do we do this? First, we open the communication. I think not all gear levels are represented, and it's something that we should observe, make sure that it's something that we should establish. Because, for instance, this year, ang first year, we only have what? About 3, 5, or mabibilang mo na sa believe sino ang representatives ng first year or ng second year, yung mga PDs lang ba? And dahil nasa kulang sila sa representation, hindi nga, they're not really part of this org, or they are part of this org technically, but hindi nila nararamdaman yun eh. So if they could voice themselves more, voice their concerns, their desires, what they want to do with their organization, it would make them feel that may kwenta ako sa org na to, may value ako sa org na to. That's why I want to participate more. Next, also establish a focus group discussions. So by this, I want to open this FGDs to officers and some members if they want to, for members who are interested to pursuing a certain career in the organization. Like, for instance, may beta planning, we invite them to sit in. We formally actually invite them to sit in. So they could hear what we are discussing, planning, and they could actually share some of their inputs and outputs, and they could learn from the decisions we made. I mean, like, why did we arrive to this kind of decision? Dahil we consider these factors and that. Through that means, kahit paano, listening, observing, matututo sila. Next, establish member profiling. So, meron tayong MISA website, and before, yung first year ako, I think we had something similar to Blue Book, so may account ka, but then parang hindi siya na-utilize. I think the e-services should develop this, and then make some sort of member profile, and we're in connect. Ako si member 001, and ito yung mga projects na sinalihan ko. It could help the members keep track of what projects they are involved in and what they could work on more. Next, we have internal dialogue. So internal dialogue to the beta level, formal mentoring program. I know this is to be discussed. Honestly, it's not as easy to implement. I have to admit that. And FGDs, as I mentioned earlier. For the cluster level, status updates. Kasi ano ba nangyayari sa finance? Ano nangyayari sa internals? Ang dami taong nagtatanong, hindi nila alam. I think we should publish status updates. MISA QP, hindi dapat interviews lang ng beta, interviews lang ng staff ang nilalaman. Ano meron? May write-ups din ng projects, but also how about, hindi lang sila project-based eh. We have projects from e-services. Ano nangyayari sa e-services? Yung mga taong involved sa e-services, nakakaalam kung ano nangyayari doon. We should be more transparent to our members. Next, with finance, we should reinforce formal and proper accounting of all financial activities. Because honestly, I am pretty certain na madaming pero nakawala somewhere in the way, along the way. And alam mo, sayang mo nilito bagay na yun. If you accumulate it, pwede siya pang ano eh, miscellaneous expenses ninyo eh. We should, I mean, we have accounting subject for God's sake, diba? Why not make use of it? Next, for organizational level, increase promotional efforts online in the campus. This is idea I got from externals, from Mr. Paul Alvarez. So like for instance, yun nga daw, ang ADSC, nagpo-promote sila ng successful events nila. That means nakikilala sila ng org and ng members nila. Next, shared learning. Collaborate with external entities. Like I said, forge formal long-term partnerships. And by this, I mean we have to forge a stronger partnership with this. Kasi as Sir Paulo mentioned kanina, under tayo ng DISC eh. So why not work with them? Kasi mas alam nila kung anong tamang advocacy, yung tamang direction ng work natin. We are MIS majors. COA, OSA, CM ASA, streams, yun nga, like making a TND division, and also by corporations. Establish a stronger kind of relationship with them, with the marketing department, and an MI support program. I was thinking of this because as daming members natin, ang nagpang problem with their course. Parang hindi nila alam, if they're standards, ang hirap. So parang I want something parang to give them more parang support program. Like somewhere from this, parang, oh, this is what we can do. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So, going to start with the questions.
Okay.
1 to 4. You need a number from 1 to 15 except number 8.
Because it's number 5.
5. Who is the newly elected head of the COA Science and Technology?
I don't really know her last name, but she was here a while ago. She next talk. But that's not her real name.
COA SEC.
Oh, SPC Jofkat. Hello.
President Apple. This part.
Okay, so I just wanted to know what plans do you have for steps for MISA's contribution to steps?
For Mrs. contribution with steps, well, I have to be honest, I'm not perhaps as familiar as my contender because he is a steps representative of our work. But I think that with this, it would like work with the e-service, the will be elected e-services VP, and you could study the system, what we could do for our school or donor, I don't know what's the right term, and then apply our systems analysis and design lessons and deploy certain our officers in well, honestly, I cannot say it kasi kailangan pag-aralan nyo kayo yung system, going system.
Right. So your plans, it's like plan of the internal school. So ang nakikita ko parang ang plan mo for MISA is to be like a one big team building seminar. Is it like that? And also, the goal of Cookie is for people to go to the website. So the goal was for the information cluster, not for the internals. So
Yeah, sorry, but is it written in external?
no, you're saying na parang member development-ish. The whole point of Cookie was people to go to the website. I'm just saying. So, ayun. So, my question nga, is it like that?
No, not really. I think the cookie shouldn't be limited to parang just to let members who go there. I mean, why not use it for other purposes? Yun nga, for information dissemination and transparency to members. Yun yung mga kailangan ng ganun.
But you know, you were in a position to tell me that. You were the VP, so why couldn't you say that?
Because iba kasi yung pagpatanunghan mo lang a year ahead sa kanang gitnaan eh. Considering I also have ACADS and other internals matters that I had, iba talaga eh. Kaya parang, it's like ito, after a year, saka ko lang na-realize kung ano yung mga spots na pwedeng ayusin. That's why I'm proposing it right now.
So yung first question ko, ayun, this is just like team building seminar?
No ma'am, it's not. It's just that it seems that way because I think na yun actually yung malaking problema ng MISA ngayon. Kasi wala, members do not feel that they